Welcome, this is Bill from cruisehabit.com. We are live on Wonder of the Seas. So we're getting ready to sail. Actually, we're just starting to sail out of Port Everglades right now. This is her maiden voyage, and it is the largest cruise ship in the world. So there are a lot of people out on deck. We've got a helicopter that's taking photos as we leave. You saw the tug a moment ago. With water cannons up. I think there's one on the other side, and getting ready to sail away for 7 nights, going to going to San Juan, going to Nassau, going to Labadee, going to Coco Cay. But I think almost everyone here on board is here for this ship, Wonder of the Seas. She's the 5th Oasis class ship, and really has some impressive differences, but much like the other Oasis class ships, larger than all of the past ones. I've been on the ship for 6 hours now, found Billy. I have been hiding. I tell you, we're going to take a walk. I'm going to walk into the solarium real quick, guys. We'll be back. We're going to take a walk over to the solarium here. Yeah, I was hiding and doing some work. I had some meetings and... So let's get a view out the front, and we can do that. We can look all the way forward by going here into the solarium. This is actually the first time I've walked into the solarium of the ship. It's the first time I've been almost anywhere on the ship. And the solarium on Wonder of the Seas is quite different in that she is completely climate controlled, huge and completely climate controlled. Now, I actually rather like this. I like the predictability of that. And this is gorgeous, actually. So I was expecting something somewhat similar to what we saw on Odyssey of the Seas, and I guess conceptually it is, but this is just so much larger. And actually, the layout's rather nice. I like the bar a lot better because there's no cover over the bar. Beautiful. So I feel the shuddering now as we pivot, because right now we're looking all the way forward. Again, you see the water cannons from the tug. That's what all that spray is. And we're pivoting so that we can head out into the Stranahan River. That's the main channel in and out of Port Everglades here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is one of the wings that sticks out over the side, connected to the solarium. There's the main channel there. Once we pivot and head out on our starboard side, we'll have Dr. Von de Missel Johnson State Park. That's where we sometimes broadcast. In fact, that's where 2 weeks ago we broadcasted live as Wonder of the Seas arrived here in Port Everglades for the very first time. Oof, windy. It is hopping out on deck right now, a bunch of people out there, so I actually kind of wanted to find a place a little more quiet. This has a great perspective. I love this. Love chairs in the water like that, so you can stay cool, but not really commit to a full pool experience if you want. So still making that turn, you see there's another tug over there with water cannons up. Look at these couches. I really like this. And I feel like I've seen this pattern somewhere on another Royal ship before, though I couldn't tell you where. Brian, I wish everyone was here, my friend. It's always exciting to be on the maiden voyage of a ship, especially when it's a ship like this that is just, it's not just that she's huge. I mean, they're trying out some new things here. Like on board, not only do we have this totally different solarium concept than the other Oasis class, but there's a southern restaurant. We're actually dining there tonight called the Mason Jar. They've got a little second like high roller and smokeless casino. There's just all sorts of little things they're trying out that I think are interesting. Again, the solarium is maybe one of the bigger ones. There are other layout things as well. That's different. Kathy, so many friends sailing without you. Well, I'm sorry. Join us on the next one. I hope we get to see you soon. Oh, what a cool perspective we get here. There's the, I mentioned the bar not having a cover over it like it does like on Odyssey's climate-controlled solarium. That's rather different, actually. I like that. So now we're facing out. We're going to be heading out to sea. We've got tomorrow is a sea day, followed by Labadee on Sunday, and it'll be my first time back at Labadee since before COVID, because Royal Caribbean only recently resumed sailing to that destination for several reasons. And this sailing is actually interesting because I believe we're actually going to be stopping at both Labadee and Coco Cay, so both of Royal Caribbean's private destinations in the Caribbean. Coral Princess in port with us. I'll show you guys something kind of interesting here, is that if you look at these homes right over here, there's one of them. Those that are big Flowrider fans, and the ship does have a Flowrider. I think it's right over there. Maybe it's on the side of that one. Actually has a Flowrider in the backyard. Somebody pointed that out to me just a few months ago. So let's head back out where the action is for a moment. So now we're walking aft. And we're back to the view. That's that new cantilever bar with panoramic views. Let's get where there aren't other people. Get a nice perspective this way. Yeah, I really like the view. They were discussing this morning, some people from Royal Caribbean. They said, well, we'll see how it works out, if that's something that persists on Royal ships, or if people want the cantilever hot tub. My thinking is you can put the hot tubs anywhere. That's a great, my big thing with the Oasis class ships is that there aren't enough places with good views, and that solves for it. Not that one place is, but that gives you a nice place to relax with great views. So I would love to see them move the other cantilever hot tub and put that on both sides. If it were up to me, Now that we're heading straight and they've got their photos, and I'm guessing we'll be moving a little bit more quickly now. Though I did see another ship kind of on the horizon. Not quite on the horizon, but off in the distance. So I'm wondering, there's that Flowrider house, the house of Flowrider. So I'm wondering if we will end up meeting with any other company ships for photos. And that's a popular thing to do, whether it's other Royal Caribbean ships or even potentially other some celebrity ships. So I'm not looking at my camera. That would be good. I know there are a zillion live streams. There's the house of the Flowrider. Pretty unique. Every vlogger and blogger and many cruise fanatics are on board. I'm sure the top tier event will just have to be like on deck or something, because there's probably not a ton of first-time cruisers on board this sailing. Well, there's some probably. Let's see. I'm going to see if it's not too windy to hang out up here. Let's walk over this way. Oop, thought that was going to flip. Where are Matt and Ken? I saw Matt earlier. I'm actually walking around with some stuff I need to give him. All these people having a good time, and not a whole lot of action at the pools or splash areas right now as everyone's enjoying sail away. There's a bunch of flags. Everyone had in their staterooms Wonder of the Seas hats as well as flags. You can see waves crashing against the rocks. There's a little bit of a breeze out today. I think it's supposed to be windier tomorrow. Look down, you see Matt. Like down back at the view where I just was. There's the horn. Yeah, the area below me is the view. Oh, there he is. I see him. All right, I'll go bother Matt. Mostly because I need to give him a bottle of contact solution that's weighing down my bag. Not because I actually want to see him or anything. Oh man, it is so nice to be back on a ship, honestly, where it feels like there's people. I've loved the limited capacity, and this sailing does have limited capacity. I'll find out the exact number, but this is one of the first times I've been on a ship since the restart of cruising in June that I felt like there were a lot of other people on board. And you know, reduced capacity is nice, but it feels so much more lively when people are out like they are right now, celebrating and enjoying the ship. Joe, your buddy from Loca, Tony's on the cruise, also broadcasting us. You know, I've been on a sailing with Tony, and like every time I saw him, either he was filming or I was filming, so we never got to say hi. I think that was a sailing maybe right before COVID, so I'm sure we'll meet this time. Let me flip this around. Every time I try and flip this, it's a new phone, and I think the YouTube app's working a little bit differently. It's not necessarily front to back when I hit a certain button.
And it was very easy. So I mean,
we're sailing past the beach. A lot of people out on the rocks watching for sailways. I'm sure there are many over at the park where we usually hang out. Side of the channel, out at the rocks for Lauderdale Beach.
I'm in Florida, except for we moved back for 1 year and then moved back to Florida. But I moved out away, so 12.
There are few views as nice as leaving the home port behind you, or the embarkation port rather behind you. This ship's actually going to be here just for a couple months, and then in May she's heading over to, I believe to Spain, if I'm not mistaken. Before then heading to Port Canaveral at the end of the med season. All right, guys. So that's it. We are now sailing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn how to use my phone. I'm going to grab a beverage, say hi to Matt, and then walk around, and I'll show you around other parts of Wonder of the Seas, the world's largest cruise ship, here on her maiden voyage. Make sure you follow along on Facebook. Of course, subscribe here on YouTube follow on Twitter, all of the things, and we'll be posting content over on cruisehabit.com as well. If you have questions, whether about Wonder of the Seas or anything else, send us a message. I will do my very best to get to every single one of them. No promises, but I promise, except that I will try. That I will promise. So thanks, guys. I will, Kathy, I will tell everyone you said hi, wish you were here. Look forward to talking ship with all of you again real soon. This is where I realize I don't know how to end it on my new phone.